People are curious, what does Mike Johnson think about any issue under the sun? I said, well, go pick up a Bible off your shelf and read it. That's my worldview. That's what I believe.
In addition to holding the gavel, the newest Speaker of the House holds some extreme evangelical views that may terrify you. Perhaps that's why he tried to scrub his social media moments after being elected Speaker. Welcome into TYT Overruled. I am your host, Adrienne Lawrence.
The Bible is our owner's manual, as I refer to it. We all do. And it teaches us and tells us through the instruction of the Holy Spirit how things are supposed to operate. God has a very specific design for government.
Over the last few days, Mike Johnson, the new Speaker of the House, apparently had someone try to delete all of his far-right evangelical commentary from social media. But as we know, once it's online, it's forever. Let's dive into the mind of the gentleman from Louisiana. First up, what form of government do we have?
Democracy, right? By the way, America, the United States of America is not a democracy, right? A lot of people think that it is. You know what democracy is? It's two wolves and a sheep deciding what's for dinner. You don't want to be in a democracy, okay? Majority rules, not always a good thing, okay? Our founders, I believe, were divinely inspired. I believe the evidence backs that up, and I can show you some of that. I believe they were divinely inspired to set up a different thing.
Yeah, so I actually think most of us want a democracy, and that's what we thought we signed up for as Americans. But if Johnson has any control over the issue, we'll be a theocracy in no time.
So recognize the authority of God. The section part B, recognize God's law as the foundation of civil law, the foundation of our law.
If the Bible is the basis for our legal system, then shouldn't we be invested in feeding and clothing the poor? You know, some kind of democratic socialism? Not according to Johnson.
Socialism is the idea that government is all-powerful. You have a very strong, powerful, centralized authority, central government, that basically runs every aspect of everybody's lives. They own everything. They own the means of production. That's what socialism is, effectively. That is not biblical, okay? And we need to get ready to make this argument, not because you're a Republican or a Democrat. I don't care what party you are. This is about philosophy and ideas. It's about what's the right philosophy to govern our nation, okay? And I'm just telling you that socialism, I've said it on Fox News a couple weeks ago and caught some flack. I said socialism is evil. You know why? Because it violates the owner's manual.
Well, if democratic socialism is not what the Bible wants, at least we're supposed to welcome refugees and immigrants, right? That one, too, seems shaky for Mike.
We do have compassion for refugees and those who are fleeing persecution and danger and all the rest. But when a nation takes in refugees, the expectation is, and because it's important part of maintaining order and justice and the rule of law, is that you want the refugee to assimilate.
Interesting interpretation there. It's as if Johnson believes there should be one culture and one mindset, rather than diverse groups of people who may think differently here in the U.S. Well, as you'd imagine, Mike's wife seems to hold a very similar viewpoint that she too apparently tried to scrub from the internet. Meet Kelly Johnson. She runs a counseling business, and her company's operating documents compare being gay to having sex with a family member or animal. We believe, and the Bible teaches, that any form of sexual immorality, such as adultery, fornication, homosexuality, bisexual conduct, bestiality, incest, porn, or any attempt to change one's sex or disagreement with one's biological sex, is sinful and offensive to God. Mike Johnson happened to notarize that document. What seems to be very offensive to me is the Johnsons thought that their belief system should be imposed upon all of us. Anyway, how long do you think Johnson will last as House Speaker? You let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit those like and follow buttons, and thanks for watching.
The swamp is on the run. MAGA is ascendant. And if you don't think that moving from Kevin McCarthy to MAGA Mike Johnson shows the ascendance of this movement and where the power in the Republican Party truly lies, then you're not paying attention.